Hey guys, this is Ralph from Ralph's Guitar Lessons, and today I have a very important lesson for you. Now, if you're trying to learn guitar, which I think you probably are because you're here, you have to learn this guitar chord, the G chord. This is a very important guitar chord. It's in a lot of songs that feature guitar and that you probably want to learn, and it also helps you develop a lot of introductory guitar skills that'll help you get better a lot sooner. So if you're trying to get better at guitar, let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this lesson, and if there's any other types of lessons you would like to see out of me, you should let me know in the comments as well. I'm going to regularly post guitar lessons, so make sure you subscribe so then that way you get better at guitar faster. I want to see you get better at guitar really fast, so subscribe for more content, like the video if you learned something, and let me know in the comments of any questions you might have. I'll reply very quickly. All right, so the G chord, like I said, is very important. The reason it's so important is because there's a lot of open notes in this chord, so it's very popular and it sounds really good. It's really easy to play, so a lot of guitar players like to use it because it sounds so good. It creates a very happy effect when it's being played, so it's very important to learn this as soon as possible, and the sooner you master it, the more you can forget about it. So the fretting for it is use your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string, and then you're going to use your index finger to put it on the 2nd fret of the A string or the 2nd string, and then you'll put your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the high E string on top. And then you're going to play all the notes on the guitar here. And as you can tell, it's a very happy, very vibrant sounding guitar chord, and that's what makes it very popular, is that it sounds so good. A lot of songs mainly feature this guitar chord, or it's used as an intermediary between other chords, like minor chords and stuff. We'll get into that in other lessons. Don't worry about that too much for now, but it's important to know how effective this chord can be. It's also very helpful for learning how to bridge. So when you put down your middle finger here, you can't just let it be flat, because if you do that, if you fret here and then do everything else and let your middle finger, that muffled sound is happening because your middle finger is hitting the other strings on accident, which is what you don't want to do. Also, don't worry too much about strumming right now. That would be a separate lesson. We're going to more focus on making these notes sound good. Probably the most important thing to get right off the bat is having your ring finger down and then your middle finger down at the same time. You can actually just play a G chord if you mute the A string, the 2nd string here, and I'm plucking that. It's not doing anything. I've it muted with my middle finger, but if I play everything, it still sounds really, really good because I'm getting all the proper notes in the G chord. So this index finger isn't as important to make the G chord. A lot of times if I'm playing, I'll leave this out because I'm getting a B note with the open B string. That's what's being fretted here. It's a lower B, but it's the same note. So it's important to understand that you are still making the notes that you need even with that index finger, but you might as well get good at doing this because it'll help you with your other skills. So what I would do to build the chord out initially is to put your ring finger down and then your middle finger down, and make sure you can play those notes individually. And then once they sound good, try to play everything together. And if all the notes are sounding good when you play them, then you know you're on the right path. Because if not, then you need to look at something like if you're putting your middle finger down, but the high E is a little muffled, you might not be pressing down hard enough with your ring finger. And then conversely, you don't want to press down too hard with either string, because if you do that, you'll go from like a muffled to like a sharp sound. The pitch of the note will actually rise and actually almost take it to an A flat note, which is what you don't want. A flat is the next note above G. And if you do that, if you're pressing too hard with the middle finger or the ring finger, that'll ruin the chord. So you want to just maintain good pressure across all of the fingers, and it'll take a little bit of time to get used to it. If this is your first time seeing a guitar lesson, this might be blowing your mind right now, but this is a good place to start because you want each note to sound good all the time. That's what's going to make you better faster, is the quality of the notes, not so much how fast you can play or anything like that. If you play fast but you sound it's irrelevant. So again, to go with that, it's the middle finger is on the 3rd fret, the ring finger is on the 3rd fret, and that's on the low and the high E string, and then your index finger is on the 2nd fret of the A. Doesn't that sound so pretty? And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about the lesson, and also if there's any other lessons you would like to see out of me, let me know in those same comments so that way I can help you out. I'll reply very quickly. If you learned something, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more guitar lessons. That way I can help you get better sooner. Jam on, dudes.